A war-torn country with a humanitarian crisis exploding inside Ukraine and across its borders.
The crisis is just astoundingly massive.
It was morning here and evening there when I spoke with Mercy Corps' Cassandra Nelson. She has been working at the Suret border crossing, the busiest for refugees fleeing into Romania. These are some of the 2 million people that have fled Ukraine to bordering countries in less than 2 weeks. Nelson says half are children, and most of the rest are mothers.
And what I'm finding in my conversations with these women is that they have left people behind.
Nelson said she met one woman who was crossing back into Ukraine to return to her hard-hit town. It was too chaotic and risky to try and get everyone out the first time.
And so she took one and got her daughter set up and safe. And then she was going back to get her 2-year-old and her mother.
Incredible acts of bravery. And for those able to escape to neighboring countries, incredible acts of giving by people willing and able to help.
It is so moving to see the response, here in Romania, the response of the Romanian people and the officials. It is just something I've never witnessed in my life.
But this crisis requires a global effort. Portland-based Mercy Corps is one of many humanitarian aid organizations. It is working in Romania and Poland, helping all who need to cross borders and getting much-needed supplies into Ukraine. And now they also have a team in Ukraine working with local partners.
And they are working to get goods in Ukraine, like medical goods and food and other items, to areas where they need it most in Ukraine.
Nelson sees a commonality with people in crisis around the world.
I find that in my work that the people are really fundamentally always the same. Their number one concern is their children.
To help the suffering is rewarding. To see the suffering is tough.
Your heart just wells up with tears because the stories are incredibly difficult to hear. And then you just think, if it's this difficult to hear, God, what is it like to live that, to live what they're living?
Yeah, so much to do as the need grows. Nelson says there are another 1 million people displaced from their homes inside Ukraine and 12 million in the country needing some kind of assistance. Mercy Corps is working on a cash transfer system now to get money into the hands of those people so they can spend it on what they need, and our donations matter. Ashley?
Yeah, an important role they have there for sure. Tim, thank you.